If you rely on Yelp to pick a restaurant or to find a business, take it with a grain of salt. Tonight, the popular website admits that a quarter of those reviews you read aren't even real. Marisa Vedra shows us how it's hurting business.
There's a good chance you are one of the 70 million plus people using Yelp.
Welcome. Thank you all for coming and supporting today.
It's how a lot of people find Garland's Shakti Yoga Center.
We have at least 1 to 5 clicks every day of people going and check our profile on Yelp.
Though owner Patricia Alonso wishes it wasn't.
For a small business like me, it might not seem like a lot, but it represents a big deal.
She is tired of customers relying on a handful of reviews when deciding to take a class. And here's why. Alonso said this month she was on the losing end of a bad business deal, and the other side got their revenge in the comments.
The people who posted, I have never met them.
Posts only meant to hurt. Now, on the other side of the coin, you could experience a flood of positive posts made by friends defending a business owner. So what can you trust when you're reading reviews? Yelp says it's helping by isolating posts that are not recommended. That's about 25% of comments made on the site, including biased reviews from competitors, fake reviews claiming to be several people but are done by just one, and unhelpful rants. The company is also listening when owners like Alonso call to report a rash of negative reviews. In her case, Yelp agreed they violated policy and took action.
When Yelp takes 5 to 7 business days to review and to finally take it down. But you know, it's a week of people checking and saying, well, maybe I shouldn't go there.
Still, she wonders what customers she might have lost that week. And that's why she's begging Yelpers to use more than that site when searching for a new spot.
So one more tip before we go, if you are using Yelp, when you go to a page of any business, you're going to see the main starting area here. You scroll down. These are the comments that Yelp believes are what you should see when you're making a decision, but go all the way to the bottom and you'll see here, these are the other reviews that are the ones not currently recommended. There could be pages and pages. If just you keep going down here, it's really a treasure hunt. Now, some of these may be the ones that Yelp has identified as posts that you do not want to see because they could be fake. They also could give you possibly a better view of the business you're looking for. So just one more thing to do when you're out there picking a place and doing your homework. Marisa Vedra, Channel 8 News.
One more thing.